everyone, and welcome to Topic Talks, the podcast where we explore some of the exciting things that we have been learning about at Sunnyview School. I'm your host, Miss Tollitt, and this week I am joined by some enthusiastic members of Sunnyview.
I'm Valeria.
I'm Aurora.
I'm Martina.
Today we are going to be discussing a very exciting topic with our audience. Ancient Greek
Mythology.
Ancient Greek mythology, cool one. Here are some of the different ideas that we will be covering today. Part 1. Why are Greek myths so fascinating and why are we always choosing to learn about them? Part 2 is a deep dive on the 3 main myths: Odysseus, Medusa, and Theseus and the Minotaur. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Excellent news. Okay, and then as always, part 3 will be our quick fire questions. So that sounds good, eh?
Yes.
Let's get started. So, part 1. Why are they so fascinating? Why are we always choosing to learn about them?
I think like at the beginning, they start like not being like a normal book story, but then when you start reading it, it's like very fascinating and you can't stop reading it.
It happens a lot like in the Greek mythology, and it's in year 6 you do it, but in no other years. So year 6 now that's the last one of primary. So
it kind of builds up to this moment. What's a bit different, Aurora, about like these ancient Greek myths to like a regular story that we would study?
Because some of them tell you like the past. And you like learn lots of things, and because when you read it, you're like, oh, why again? Yes, but then you read it and you like, sometimes you stop and like, today we read the Wolf Brother book.
Your new book as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's going to be completely different vibes, I feel.
And it stopped because a kid named Torag was going to like kill a wolf, and then it stopped the story, and you're like, why is it stopping?
So it's giving you like a reason to come back.
Yes.
I think that the Greek mythology stories are very similar. Like they have twists and they have turns.
And because the Greek mythology compared to a normal story is that like Greek mythology, there's like invented things that maybe they're real in the past.
I think some of them come like they've been influenced by real people or real things.
So maybe in the past there's a story, and the next people they change it and change it and change. So there's a completely different.
You are so right, and you've really like opened us up to this like genre.
Yes.
Yes. What do you think?
I think like when we're like reading the book, like we have to wait like another day, so it's like another chapter, and it's like what happens next?
Is that what your teachers did to you? They made you wait.
Yes. In chapter 2, it says that he was like going, like Aurora said, he was going to like he was too hungry, so he was trying to get food, and he saw like a tiny wolf. So it says he was getting the knife, and they are stopped. So
I feel like they would make good movies, these ancient Greek myths.
Yes.
Excuse me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the ancient Greek myths, they're not always the structure of like character, hero, happy ending. Sometimes it's like kind of dark and
it happens like in normal stories too. Oh my god.
More so when we're reading these, I feel like the twists can really be like quite surprising, and it's not always like good for the characters. Bad things happen to them, and
like in Medusa, it's like a happy ending because the Medusa dies. But and the Minotaur too is a happy ending.
But there could always be like a twist where like instead she wins, or they're very sneaky.
Because all the stories we read in this school or in other schools are like a hero, and then
there's in every story normally there's a bad one and a good one.
There's the good character and the evil.
One.
Yeah, they don't always follow the same structure. So what do you think in particular, like when we've been studying them in school, what do you think you're getting from it? Like why do you think that we keep picking these stories? What skills are you developing from like learning these stories?
I think like some of the teachers do is like we read it and then they ask questions about it from like
for our comprehensions and our grammar.
Very good. You are listening to these skills.
Yes.
Like from who are the characters and I think that the
so you're doing like almost like a deep dive on the characterization and what they're like, the settings as well. It's not like a boring setting. They're always in a cool place.
Like in all the Greek mythology that we have done in class, like it has a boring part and then a good one. So it has an interesting
Yes,
part.
because and always the teachers also see that the students like get starting to. I like this story and
when
like
it captures you, they do more, right?
So they are like, okay, let's do it for the other years also.
Yeah, because I'm sure there's probably thousands of these different myths that you can study.
And I think teachers of year 6 like have chosen like the ones that have been like most popular and the one of Odysseus like it has a mix of stories
and it's been popular for a long time. I think even when I was in school we studied Greek myths and it was probably the same ones. In fact, I think I do remember doing
because
I did
that's
Medusa.
One's like the most easy ones and the most
and they've captured us for so long, they've stayed popular and it hasn't like phased out quite quickly. It's stayed something that we're really interested in. Like
normal stories from normal stories like sometimes go like down and the Greek mythology
I don't know, but like I find interesting more the stories that we read in the school and the story that I read home. I don't know why.
In a group, in a community, I think things are always
and
fun
because
when we share
that
them.
the teachers like have done that story for many years before, so like
I can tell you that teachers mostly, we try and choose things that we enjoy as well. Because it's very hard to teach something that you're not enthusiastic about as well. So to be able to do things like this, I think most teachers think they're pretty fun. Aurora, give me an example. Like say you're doing some work on one of these like myths. Are you like writing a story ending? Are you acting it out? Are you doing like what sort of work have you been creating?
Like we have been doing some work on it, like comprehension ones and like artworks of the characters because now we're doing like the wolf
with
so
like
some artwork,
like starting with 2 squares and there's like a portrait of a wolf.
Or normally
that sounds really cool,
but it's very difficult.
Okay, I can imagine. It sounds mathematical.
Yes, it's a lot of fur and a lot
also we're doing like because we're doing a book about wolves. We're doing like a non-chronological report about wolves.
Do you know, I love teaching things like that.
They put us like homework of we needed to like finish and we needed to write a chronological report by finding in Google, but the text that's said on Google, we needed to make it in the paper with our own words.
So you're like rewording your research. Really cool. I love that. I want to see where this goes as well. Okay, let's just check into where we're up to. So why do we let's see the notes, because we made these notes before. So we said things that we like: the unique characters, the engaging stories, a bit dark.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it can be a bit twisted. You know, we do Roman myths at one point. Gosh, some of those are crazy.
Yes, and some in some stories, to do them more interesting, they put like words that we don't really understand. So Miss Wright just like tell us and shows pictures.
In Odysseus, in some chapters, like it's really, really dark.
Oh, I love that. How weird and creepy. I've also put here, not always as you'd expect, and different variations, because sometimes you could learn one version of, say, Theseus and the Minotaur, but then you could learn a different one. And people know different versions. Like there's one where he does survive, or there's one where the Minotaur survives, there's one where he, cuts off the head, there's one where he doesn't. There's so many different variations. It's kind of like ever changing.
And the names for me are like most the same. He has like the same
they sound
time of
maybe these Greek names.
They sound like weird.
Odysseus, Theseus. There's like
they like Odysseus, don't they?
No, because normally the topic that you're doing, like we're doing Greece, so we like do stories about Greece, because when I was like in year 3 we did ancient Egypt, and then we did like Cleopatra and some other stories. Like
it's nice to learn about like a different point of time as well. Cool. Okay, right, well, if we because I feel like we're naturally moving on to the next part here. We've looked at why they're so fascinating, which clearly we all agree they are very fascinating. Now, we were going to have a little look at 3 of our main ones that you guys studied, which was the Odysseus, which I don't know very well, Medusa, which I do remember, and Theseus and the Minotaur, which I feel I know very well. So maybe if we could start over here, is there one that you would like to start us off on? Just tell us what it's all about.
Maybe
the one you want. Doesn't matter. We're gonna tell them
Medusa?
more.
Medusa. Let's go Medusa. Give me just a summary. Say nobody's ever heard of Medusa before. What's it all about?
Like, there's like, well, the version we studied, there's like a boy and his mother, and then an evil king comes.
Yes, and he wants to marry the mother, and he doesn't want to.
Why is there always an evil king in these stories?
I don't
They love an
know,
evil
something
king.
evil.
Yes, a king evil wants to marry the boy's mom. So he says that if he kills Medusa, he's not gonna marry her mom.
Yes.
Right.
So
There's always a pattern,
his
isn't
mom.
there?
So
So he goes off.
and he kills Medusa,
Yes,
and
because
then brings the head in a big bag, and he shows it to the king. And unless Medusa is dead, she also can use her power.
So you
So
need the
the
evidence.
king, so the king also like.
Okay, so
didn't
I'm just going to
rock
check in. I want to know the powers of Medusa.
Medusa can like turn
Yeah.
people into stone when you look at her eyes.
That's always
Yeah.
what stuck out to me. And tell me, Aurora, about her appearance.
She has some snakes on the head.
She's beautiful, very beautiful.
Well, in her natural form.
But
Yes.
in her natural
But like
form.
I don't really like
Yeah.
her because the snakes, and she's green, and she has like dark green eyes. I think so
But we're
because
trying not to look at her as
Yes.
well, right?
Yeah.
Then
we cannot look at the snakes, but like at her face, yes.
Oh, okay.
But at the when you read it, it's like Medusa's so bad. But then when in the book, it tells more about the Medusa story of what happened to her, and it's very sad.
So she has more of a backstory as well.
Yes.
So you've done like a deep dive on like
Yeah.
the backstory of Medusa.
Yes.
That's cool.
I kind of feel bad for her because
Yes,
She
because
didn't-
she didn't do nothing because a witch turned
like
put
cursed.
she was cursed.
I didn't know this. I just thought she was pure evil.
No, because
She-
a witch
Yeah,
put like
a
some
curse on
on
her.
her, and then she had some snakes, but
And she
it
didn't want to. She wanted friends.
Yes.
And she had
Was she
no
a
friends.
misunderstood character?
yes.
Justice for
For
Medusa.
her.
That's why it's a bit sad
Yeah.
when she's dead.
Yeah. At the first, I was like, Medusa's so bad, but then more
Background.
more background. It's like good.
Fair enough. Well, often that if you have like a traumatic past, it can create an evil character. But that's maybe why we like these stories so much. Okay, what about Odysseus? Because I feel like I really need to know more about this one.
Yes.
There's like
remind me?
14 chapters, so there's
Oh, it's all different mini stories.
like
Yes,
every
it's
chapter
like one
it
story.
tells
Yes.
a different type of story about Odysseus and the next step. So
They're like so long because
yeah.
one chapter he's like maybe he's in the sea, and the
Yeah.
other it continues like he's in the sea but something bad happens. And
Yes,
then
because we read
Yes.
so much stories that now I remember some chapters, but then it's like
It all
what
blends.
chapter
And
7?
sometimes-
Because I know what happened in chapter 1, like in
Yes,
chapter
and-
2.
And now that we're in year 6, the stories are like more violent because in chapter 2 it's like a big fat monster with one eye that gets like a
Cyclops.
man
Yes,
and
the
stabs
Cyclops.
it with the rocks and then eats it. So it's like very violent.
Cyclops is a cool character.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that one I do remember a little bit, but because it's broken into the parts, like you say, there's certain ones that stay in your mind and they
Yes.
stay
Yeah.
forever, and then there's other parts that sort of fade together.
The chapter 1, like I don't remember a little bit, but the chapter 2 I remember it because I love it. And so
Cool. I mean, when you're an adult, you'll probably look back like me and you'll be like, I love
Yeah.
that, but I'm not sure why. Like,
Yeah,
like happy
yeah.
memories, but like, what was it that's captured
And the
you?
story, like maybe you like it, but the story is like very violent. So
and in like the last chapters because we read them every day.
Okay.
yeah.
So if it was like Odysseus returns to his village, but nobody knows he's there. So it's like, what happens?
So he blends back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes to the village, but it's now like next chapter. His wife Penelope and her is going to like go again together.
Yes, and Athena like turned him into an old man, so Penelope didn't notice. And first, like he went to a war and then he never came back.
I'm getting shivers. It's like a twist.
Yeah, and Penelope like every day needed to wait in her like bedroom in her window and waiting for Odysseus to come back. And it's like, oh yes, one day he's like doing that. No, he like in one of the chapters it said that like Odysseus was stuck with a girl
7 years.
like 7 whole years.
Oh no.
So it's not one day.
I bet none of you managed to
years.
predict the ending of that.
And it was like,
Because some people are like, we're in chapter 12 and in next chapter, all the story is gonna end. Then Odysseus Athena turned him to, and then you're like, okay, in next chapter it's gonna end, and then it's not ending.
And
so
in
it's
the
like
stories, normally you want them to turn out good, but sometimes the stories do not.
Do you know, I
turn
might
out
need to
good.
recheck this one out. Would you recommend it as a read?
Yeah, but there's 14 chapters.
Well,
so.
that's my favourite number, so I'll see maybe I can ask Miss Wright if she's got a copy. This is cool.
yes.
That's really cool.
and like when, like in the ending, like he's like dressed as an old man, so he's in front of Penelope,
But
she
she
can't
doesn't
recognize
see
him.
him.
You're going to break my heart, girls. That's such a sad story.
Yes, I know.
Then the first one to notice was his son. Then was like the helper of Penelope.
So he still recognised
That
her.
Yes.
he had like a bruise from a little
From
child.
when he was little, because she
she recognized it, and then he said, "You're Odysseus. You come back." And Odysseus didn't want Penelope to notice. So by a final surprise, they're both.
Do you know what?
together.
No wonder these things do well, because
Yeah.
they do. They've got such good shocks in them.
And it's like everything perfect because Odysseus comes at the right time when Penelope is just gonna choose a boy to marry because they want many villagers to marry them.
Would make a good movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the villagers are so bad.
I think they're like recreating
Suitors?
it from a series.
They're
Yeah.
actually going to do a series.
I
They're
want them to do a series.
I think they're doing it because there are like new chapters and there's some of
We should
Odysseus
check that
things.
at the end of the pod.
The only thing that Odysseus, if they're doing in a series, I think that is gonna be like plus 13 or plus 16.
Well, good thing you guys are pretty old now.
Because
Yes,
we
it's
did
just-
like when the Cyclops get the man and stamped it to the top part, it's like we don't see the dead man. We just see like
I'm pretty
a
sure that
kind
you guys
of
could
black
have
thing,
Yes,
and if it was in real life, it will be very
But
scary.
I think like the series not gonna be completely
the same.
the same
Yeah.
as the
Yeah,
book.
I
a
think
bit
they're gonna
different,
change
but
it
like
a little bit.
But I think like
Maybe the
still the
names.
story.
I
They might
think they're like doing it, but from like Odysseus in the past, and like there's new people going in there.
I love that. I'm going to check this one out. Okay, tell me, and I know that we know this one really well, Theseus and the Minotaur. It's got that very basic story structure. There's a
Yes.
problem. They go to fix the
Yeah.
problem. I believe it's a relative... No, it's not a happy ending, is it? Doesn't...
Yeah.
What about...
like Theseus like escapes, only that
The girl stays in an island.
Like
That's pretty bad ending.
No, because the girls wants to stay in the island.
And they leave her like there.
I thought I remembered, and I could be wrong, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I remembered a version, it could have been my version, where at the last minute he comes out and he's managed to save the day, but the dad was waiting, and he's waiting for the flag, and they put the wrong flag, and then the dad like jumps.
We didn't do that.
No, isn't this interesting though? That like in my version, I remember he saved the day, he defeated the Minotaur, and then he got on the boat and he was coming home, and they said that he was going to make like a white sail if he survived, but they put the wrong one. They put red up or something, and then the father would like jumped. Am I thinking of a different one? Maybe, but
I think
because
that
there's so
was-
many
there's
myths.
so many. Yeah.
It's like a mixture of, because there's like Cleopatra. That
I could be getting all
Cleopatra is from like ancient Egypt.
Yeah, but
can you imagine teachers though? Like we teach them all, and we teach all Rome and Egypt.
Yeah,
like for me, it's even difficult. Sometimes I don't imagine how it would be to the teachers.
It's fun difficult. I'll put it that way. It's fun difficult. I feel like Theseus and the Minotaur. There's a few little twists in there, but it's quite straightforward.
Yeah, like. Very like he saves the day and he goes home like very
very good.
He defeats it.
A bit more of I'd say like a more of a younger one, like a standard hero defeats the Minotaur, goes home.
Yeah,
not
like,
as twisty as some of the other ones.
No, yes.
Like he just defeats it like very straightforward because the Minotaur is very difficult to defeat.
Did I see some artwork that you guys made where you painted Minotaurs on something?
I made like all of our pictures were like very good. They were like
were they now?
But they, like the boys were like and all of our pictures were like, oh my god, that's printed.
I need to see these.
Yeah.
Wait, they were the ones on the wall for a while, like the
yes,
but
I have it
we
in my
have
tablet.
them
I did
home.
not take it home.
I want to
It's
see
just
it.
because some people take it home and some people left it school.
Because I forgot and my bag is like big, but I have my pencil case and my water and I don't have space.
It's in my bedroom, like sticked to the wall.
That's nice that you're proud of your work that you've done. I think it's the style of the vase, isn't it? With the like, they used to paint stories on the vase.
Yes.
We did
am I right?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that in a like
there were like pots and we needed to like do the pattern
with the whole story.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know what? Again, I think I did that in school myself. Like, it is crazy to imagine that some things are so interesting that we do them for like 10 years, then 10 more, then 10 more, then 10 more. We just keep repeating.
Yes, it's because like in the how do we call it? In the pots, they like put some old sports or how they like take water or what they did in the past.
So it's giving like us clues about how we used to live in history as well.
But some of them, they have to stick them together and you cannot really see them good because they were digged on the ground.
The excavating.
Yes.
Like my pot was so bad that it, like when we paint, the other classes painted and it was like very shiny, but then when we painted it was like
falling off.
Full of
But that's
cracks.
more realistic, right?
Yes.
I thought that, but the pictures.
Because when
in my first point, my pot was like very bad, and second point, my pictures were not that good because it was like kind of difficult to paint like in that type of surface.
So it was a challenge to use a different type of
to
material.
make like a very like big patterns around it and a picture.
It sounds like this topic has really captured you guys.
Yeah.
Like,
I
you're
loved
really
it. It was
it's a very
cool.
like history, almost geography based topic.
Yes.
Like, do you know what you're moving on to next, or have you moved on?
Biomes.
Well, that's very different.
We're doing
like completely.
Well, we like to do that.
But
We like
now we're doing
But
wolves.
we're doing like the
No,
wolf
but
brother
in
that
English
because
we're doing that. In topic we're doing
And
biomes.
topic, we're gonna do
because
biomes.
we're doing wolf brother that's in the forest. That's a biome. So we're
Perfect.
doing it.
Well, I think as teachers, again, I can only speak for the teachers, we try and mix things together. So we try and make that your English and your topic. We want it to all feel like one coherent like set of things that you're learning. So if it all fits together, that's great. But that is very different to history.
Yeah.
really
Biomes is like
different.
completely, and there's no Greek mythology in it. It's
Yeah.
like the types of kind of places, like deserts, like ocean, like
Habitats.
Yeah, like habitats of animals from.
Yes.
Well, we've gone from doing a very like geography based topic and now ours is going to be very science. So it's very interesting to see like the little brains have to go onto a different type of learning because to learn about history is very different skill to learning about science.
When I noticed that we were like going to move to biomes, I said no, I don't want to.
But again, that's a compliment to your teachers because it's so nice to know that you've enjoyed it. Okay, I feel like, again, that feels like a good place because we've sort of summarised our lovely learning of ancient Greek mythology. I would like us to move over to our quickfire questions. Some of them do connect back with mythology. So although it's tempting to explain the answers, we are supposed to be quick, although I'm terrible at this. But let's just warm our brains up. So what is a colour that you like?
Turquoise.
Love.
Yellow.
I love purple.
Me, I am also a purple. I'm a purpler. Although I love all colours. I did hear someone the other day saying, you can like as many things as you want. And I was like, of course you can. Of course you can. What is a food that you enjoy eating?
I like pasta, and I also like sushi. So
Yum.
I love sushi.
Sounds delish.
Sushi and pizza.
I like pizza.
Yep, I like all of those foods. What should I say today? I try and mix it up. I had a lot of Christmas food this year.
Yes.
Maybe I'm a bit sick of it, but I feel like I had a lot of just, like standard Christmas dinners.
Yeah. Like,
with the stuffing and the turkey
in the last day of the year, like my grandma, like got my home earlier to like do like
a big Christmas meal.
10 type of food.
You'd think I'd be a bit sick of it, but I'm not.
I always in Christmas Eve and that we always like
I
eat,
enjoy
like,
it.
We always like eat soup.
Oh, is that a tradition in your family?
Like me and my brother eat soup and then we eat something else.
And
Yes.
Christmas Eve, like I'm so nervous, and I think I have the tradition of like in Christmas Eve or in the last day of the year, like doing like games, fun
yeah.
games,
Yes.
like to guess the movie,
That's a fun
but
one.
not in the TV. We're doing it like acting, so
Shoutouts.
it's so funny because
Aurora, tell me some of your
Yeah.
family traditions.
So I go always on Christmas and on New Year to Italy.
Oh, lovely to be
Yes.
with your family.
I went
Yes.
there
What's an
too.
Italian Christmas like?
We play a game that's called Tombola.
Oh, yeah.
I
Bingo.
think.
Bingo, no?
It's like
Unless it's
a
different.
bingo, but we give
bingo,
money.
bingo.
Like we put,
Yeah.
if you put like 5 on each, we give €1. And if you say like tombola, we give €3. So the one that said first tombola gets the
So
euros.
we're all going to go to Italy next year, yeah? Deal? Okay. Right, next question. This one is connected with the topic. Don't read them. They're for me. Okay. If you were stuck inside a labyrinth, what is one item that you would like to have with you?
Maybe a rope.
That would be very useful.
Yes.
A strong one.
Yes, but I would have also like a friend with me or someone with me, like to be like with the Minotaur, like the kids were there to put the
Always
rope.
better to have a friend with you.
Yes.
Okay, go on. What would you take?
I would do like a sword, or a bow.
A weapon.
Bow and arrow. Yeah.
Something
bow
for
and arrow.
protection.
Yeah.
Very good. Maybe you two can team up. You can protect.
Yeah.
You can bring your rope and your friendship. What would you bring?
I have a shield
Yeah.
and maybe an axe or something.
All of you three together are going to survive in this labyrinth with the answers like that. Very good. Okay, next one. Which Greek character person, so it can be like mythological, would you want to befriend? So who out of all of your ancient Greek studies would you'd want to be your friend?
I think I need to think about
You can
that.
think. You can take time. I'll try and think of one. I can't think of a single one, of course. They've all gone.
I think a girl from Odysseus, like capture him for 6 years because Odysseus didn't want to marry her, and if he didn't marry her, so there, I would like to be a friend of like
Is
that
she
girl.
evil?
No, like
She's lonely.
She's like so lonely, as she was like a husband, and she's like there in an island.
You're going to be a friend because she's lonely.
Yeah, I want to be
That's
her
so
friend.
sweet.
Was she called Circe?
Yeah, Circe. I don't remember.
I would
so
like to
good.
be friend of Odysseus because I saw in the
Adventures.
story. No, not because the adventures, because he never gives up.
Yeah.
Because like I like to have friends that like never give up.
Determination.
Yes, because he had to find his wife. He wanted
He
like
really put the
And
he
he
put the
wanted
effort in.
to see his son for like a long time.
That's a really nice answer. Have you got one or?
Yeah.
Tricky? Go on.
Maybe Penelope?
She's from. Remind me.
Odysseus,
Okay.
the wife, because she never gave up on him. She always knew he was going to come back.
So she believed that no matter what, he would be there. Yeah. These are some lovely answers. Yeah. I really like that. Very nice. I don't know what I was expecting, like the Cyclops, obviously not, but you know. Yeah. Okay. This is one that we've been doing recently, and it's been really interesting. Because we need ideas. What topic ideas do you have for Sunnyview teachers? So if we want to say, okay, we're not going to do ancient Greece, we've done it for 35 years, we're bored of it. What's new ideas for topics that would be fun to learn about?
I have to think.
Go.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to think. Oh, yes, said I've got 3 things. Okay.
Yes, I need to think too.
Take your time. It could be more sciencey. It could be more historical.
Like more about it just comes to my head about like the type of water that there are from the river, from the sea, from
we
the
do
lake.
Sometimes. Maybe you do that in the
like
school.
the dirty types, the sea one, like the dirty it is, the lake one,
I think you might end up doing that in the secondary school. The water system is very popular. We'll see that might be coming up. But
we could
it is really interesting.
We could because only year 6 you do science. I would like also the other groups to do some science because I find science very cool. And I would like other people to know about science. And think, oh, that's cool,
So just lots more science.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, but maybe from the stars, astronomy is it called?
Astronomy, that would be a really... Is that right? Astrology? What's the difference?
I think it's astrology.
They both sound right.
Astronomy, I think.
I don't know. I don't think
Astro is stars, so something to do with the stars.
Yeah, astronomy, I think.
That's a really cool idea.
I know it's a little bit difficult. Maybe we're doing it in secondary, but...
Well, you do space in primary, but I think you could make it more connected
with stars and stuff.
That's a really nice
idea. And the type of stars that we learn a little bit of that in year 5, but not that detailed.
I imagine some lovely artwork that could go along with that as well. I could imagine some really beautiful... Ooh, nice idea. Yeah. Okay, right. This is my favourite part, obviously. The shout-outs. So you are going to get to look into the camera and you're going to be able to do a shout-out for someone. It could be a friend, it could be a teacher, it could be anyone. And you can say whatever you want. You can thank them. You can say hi.
Okay.
So is there anyone who would like to go first?
I want to be the one. I want to be second.
You want to go first?
Second one.
Okay, so basically your camera is over here. This is your lens. Yeah. You want to be looking into the circle in the middle. Okay. And then you can do your shout-out for whoever you want.
I want to shout out to my family, my brother, my mom and dad. My mom and dad and my brother. Because, I love them so much.
Aww. What do they do that makes you smile?
They always help me get, relaxed with stuff because I was, a little bit nervous today, so they helped me get relaxed.
They give you the confidence that you need.
So I look there?
Yeah, okay. So straight into that lens over there.
And I would do a shout out to my family, to my sister Carla, and that she's called Carla, and my mom and dad, because they're always want the best of me and wants to they want me to be happy with the things I'm doing, not doing it forced. So they're very nice to me and they're very good. That is
such a nice
I love you, Carla.
Oh, you're so kind. Have we got some lovely friends and family?
Yes.
Right, Aurora, look into your camera. Off you go.
So I would first my friends for always supporting me. And also my family, my sister for always telling me I'm the best. And doing for the podcast, she gave me such ideas. They were so good. And my family, my mom and dad, because they always help me. And my dad always helped me because I told him, you're now gonna do the podcast. I can help you and think something.
Yeah, my dad's too.
Yeah,
and my mom and dad did that
and
too.
for helping me so much. So I love you.
Thank you. Oh, it's like an award acceptance speech. Absolutely lovely. I'll do mine very quickly. My shout out this week is for Miss Jess, who is in the room over here. She is running the podcast solo today, and being able to dash between the cameras with such expertise is greatly appreciated.
I couldn't do that.
I know, me too. By the podcast community, and thank you for supporting all of our creativity at Sunnyview. So
can I say something else? Like,
of course you can. Quickly go for
because
it.
I want to shout out also to my grandma, my granddad, because they always cook.
That's what I was gonna say.
Because they always cook so much delicious food to me.
Yeah.
Shout out to the wonderful grandmas and grandpas of Sunnyview.
Yeah.
I love
The
my
Sunnyview
grandma so much. I love my grandma so much.
Grandparents are the best, aren't they?
And I want the last one. I want to thank Miss Tollitt.
Thank you.
For organizing this very good podcast, and I enjoyed it so much.
Yes, and my grandma, always when I go to her house, she always cook me cookies with milk, and that's the best thing.
So we've got gorgeous grandparents, gorgeous teachers, and we all love our friends and family.
Yeah. I love my friends too.
You girls, my heart is going to explode after this podcast. Thank you so much for being with me here today. I'm so proud of you all.
Yeah.